Ever notice how nothing makes sense nowadays? I've noticed. I've watched society, and I hate making videos like this. I hate it. I hate it. I don't want to make videos like this. I want to go about my business and get on with my life without having to concern myself with this stuff. But it does concern me. Our society right now, and I'm going to speak from the perspective of an Englishman in the United Kingdom, is a mess. And it has been made so using, I would say, three primary tools: feminism, liberalism, and infantilization. Feminism is a lie that men and women are equal and the same. They are not. Liberalism is the intention to degrade the structures of society under the guise of making things seem freer. And infantilization is the weakening, again, of society and people and morale by treating people as though they are children, hoping that they will behave like children. Dependent, needy, unintelligent. Not that all children are unintelligent, but they don't possess the experience that an adult has in order to discern what's best. Now, why has this happened? Well, it wasn't accidental. A particular group of people set about implementing these three tactics, and probably some other tactics besides, but these are the main tactics. That's why nothing works. Nothing works because you can't tell people that what they're doing is wrong, because you have to treat them like children. Oh, wouldn't it be nice if blah 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 blah. Never mind the outcome, the horrendous disaster that's caused. Treat people as though they're in a creche and you're just helping them to express themselves. And then the job gets ruined. Design of anything is ruined because you're trying to help people express themselves in a fantasy wonderland, and it ends up with the product or the service not functioning properly. You can't tell people they're doing anything wrong, so companies struggle with their staff. They have to bend over backwards to make allowances and accommodations for staff who are morons. People are hired not because of their qualifications, but because they satisfy the requirements of a specific demographic group. It's ridiculous. It's literally ridiculous. If you sit down and look at it, the absurdity of it is so clear. If you sat and looked at two people, one person dressed for the job and the other person dressed as a clown, you would see it quite clearly. The person dressed for the job has taken time to apply themselves to getting the job done in terms of their clothing and attire. Let's say they're dressed smartly for a business job, or they're dressed in protective gear if they're doing a physical job which might be dangerous. And then there's the clown, who is dressed literally as a clown, oversized shoes, hair everywhere, Lord knows. This is what's happened to our society, and there's a little group of people sitting there giggling, he, because they've successfully ruined everything for everyone else whilst kidding them that it's good for them. It is exactly the same as the old tale, the emperor's new clothes, and the people who are doing this are pulling the wool over everyone else's eyes, and not everyone doesn't see it, but they've orchestrated a situation where people are afraid of saying it. Well, I'm not afraid of saying it. I see it every single day. I went to a gym to train in combat, in fighting, okay? And there was a woman sat in the gym, breastfeeding. Oh, it's the most natural thing in the world. There is a time and a place for certain things, and in a gym, around people who are trained to fight, is not the place for that. It isn't. In practical terms and in principle, it's not the place for it. It isn't. Oh, but I've been told by the television I could do anything, anywhere. That's liberalism. It's a joke. What happens if two guys who are engaged in sparring or whatever tumble off the mat and hit the child? These people literally, it has encouraged this whole this whole thing has encouraged a situation of active moronism, where people are literally like, oh, how stupid can I be today? Well, the television's got a picture, an image of someone doing that, so I'll do it. Yeah? This is what's happened. And the people who have orchestrated this have used the media to do it. I haven't watched television for 20 years. I swear, I have not intentionally watched television for 20 years. I haven't owned a television, and at the moment, with the way things are, I have no intention of owning one. I'm very selective with the media that I take in. Very selective indeed. Because most of it at the moment is tarnished with this garbage sentiment which is not accidental. The idea is to weaken society so that it can be preyed upon by the specific group of people that I'm talking about. This, unfortunately, is quite a dangerous situation for everybody. Oh, where's the danger of someone breastfeeding? The problem is that there is an intention to degrade society, okay? To degrade moral standards, to degrade values. There is a time and a place for certain things, and at the moment, for example, right? Dogs. Dogs do not belong in places in public places, indoors. Strange dogs, they don't belong there. I don't want to hear someone else's dog barking loudly in a place where I might sit and eat. It's insanity, and it's just because all of the standards that we held dear are being systematically attacked. I don't want to hear women in the street using foul-mouthed language, just because they have been it has been shown to them in the media, and the implication is that it makes them equal to men. If they are more foul-mouthed than men, and men really ought to watch their language as well. If women are being taught, oh, if you're more foul-mouthed than men, if you use more profanity than men, then you're equal to men. That's what men do. It's a joke. It's a disgusting mess. Our society has become a poisoned, disgusting mess. I see young girls sitting on the street now, like planting their backsides on the pavement. Just sitting there. Our society, these are small things, yeah, but there's so many of them, and it's the degradation of our society, and we don't have, and it's happening because we don't have structure, we don't have our values upheld. I will uphold our values. Am I some perfect example? I'm a human being, but I've got a good idea of what works and what used to be the country that I grew up in, and I'm not alone. A lot of other people see it too. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to try to uphold standards. I'm sickened by what I see around me. I don't want to make videos like this. I'm not just being a fuddy-duddy. I'm truly appalled by what is happening, and it is an attack upon our society. From within. Not by the people from our society, but by a people who do not consider themselves part of our society, do not ever want to be part of our society, and only ever want to feed off of our society. And that is exactly what's happening right now under our noses, and it must be stopped. For people to start fighting back against this, all they have to do is begin to recognise that they are responsible for the society that they are in. That responsibility has been done away with through liberalism and infantilisation. Oh, treat people like children and they won't feel responsible for the society around them. No. Be an adult. Respect yourself. and uphold the standards of the society around you. If someone's behaving like an idiot, you can tell them. Politely if you wish, but you can tell them. You can ask them, why are they doing such a thing? Do they think it's appropriate in this instance? Blah, 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 blah. In some instances, you may need to be more forceful, but we have to take care of our society. If we don't, it will degrade even further, and I'm telling you, it will get really, really bad if we allow it to continue. I have lived overseas in countries where this nonsense has happened before, and it will get really bad. So we can't allow that to happen here. I will make more videos on this topic, but this is about as long as this video needs to be for now.